Hi there, everybody. It's me here. I'm playing Guild Wars 2, and I want to talk to you today a little bit about the Guild Wars Asuran personal story quest line. Because when I first played the game, I tried out a bunch of different races and classes and stuff, and I pretty much concluded that Asurans are the only race I want to play. They're the only race I can stand to keep looking at and walking around as. I like their stature. I like how small they are. They don't feel like, you know, they're really slow because, you know, they have to compensate for lack of speed that, you know, because of their size. So they move very fast, and I like that. I like that. It's all you know, perception. Everybody moves at the same pace. You know, if I was a big char, I'd be walking this fast. But there's just something about being a little Asura and moving around very quickly. At least it feels like you're moving around a lot faster than you normally would be. And it makes fast moving just feel more awesome and stuff. Another reason why I chose to be an Asura, or rather make 3 different Asuras, is what I've finally decided to do. Another reason why I decided to finally make 3 Asura is because ultimately the quest line for every race comes down to you joining one of 3 divisions. There are the scholars of the Durman Priory, who are all about research and development, and learning about, you know, what the future holds, and basically thoroughly researching a problem. And they're going to explore the mysterious depths of Tyria in the later levels, and I really want to play as them a lot. But then there's also the subterfuge and secret Order of Whispers, and I love, you know, Master of Whispers and the whole Order of Whispers thing from the first Guild Wars, and I wanted to see, you know, what they've been up to recently, so I thought that would be cool to join them as well. But, you know, I couldn't do it as just anybody, so I had to make a thief. So this is my thief, and she's going to be joining this order here. My warrior will be then doing the not the Durman Priory. The Durman Priory is for my elementalist. This one will be my thief, and this is the warrior group, and they are called the Vigil. And the Vigil are all about basically smashing things faces in large numbers and sending wave upon wave of their soldiers to zap Brannigan up whatever problems might be in the way. So they're pretty you know, headstrong, and they're all about, you know, loyalty and focusing on protecting Tyria, and so they seem like they'd be cool too. And it's very odd to see Asuran warriors, so obviously I made an Asuran warrior to go with them, and she's probably my favorite character to play so far, just because warrior is just badass and feels awesome. So so basically, you know, you ultimately come to the decision of joining one of these 3. And this will happen for every race. You'll have, you know, 3 char and 3 humans and 3 so-and-so, depending on what race you are. And they're all going to lead to these 3 divisions, the Durman, the Order of Whispers, and the Vigil. So that's why I decided to make 3 Asura. But one thing I also did was I switched up the storylines. You know, I've already played through this video 2 other times before, so I'm just going to skip it. But, oh yeah, this lady, this is funny. She judges the intelligence based on head size. So I forget what the order is, but we're gonna record this. Asura, then Sylvari, then Char, then Human, and Norn. Ouch! Norn are last. Oh, and humans are not doing too well either. Yeah, sure he was. Right. Yeah, obviously he's putting a... Well, I'm not going to spoil it. And now I have to choose if I should use subterfuge or scholarly methods to try to obtain him. I'm trying to remember which one was the easier of the 2. I think this one involved a tower defense minigame, and this one... Oh yeah, that's right. That was actually a lot easier. I'll go with well, no, I'm gonna play subterfuge, so I gotta do the subterfuge. Let's do the subterfuge, and I gotta do this all the way through. Right, gotta be a full-on thief for the sake of it. But let's see. Okay, I'll take the power. All right. I don't even have shoulders equipped, do I? No, I don't. But anyway, okay, back on topic. Sorry about that little bit of delay from playing the quest there. Alright, so, let's go over the characters and their personal storylines, and I'm going to tell you which one I liked the most. Because with each storyline, you have 3 choices at the very beginning. And they are, if you want to have a valet golem as your first invention, which is what I did on my elementalist. They could be if you wanted to have for instance, sorry, I'm thinking here, a weather machine. That was what I picked on my warrior. And then lastly, you can choose if you want to have an infinity ball, which sometimes predicts the future, but it usually predicts alternate futures that may not ever happen, so it's not very reliable. Of those three choices, you have very different quest lines, and the college you pick also has a different thing. So we'll go over the colleges first, I guess. It's pretty simple. But what I really want to touch upon is your invention, your first invention, how dramatically that's going to impact your quest line, because it's going to really dramatically impact it. So I'm just going to hit the hero button and look at the personal story here. And, where is it? My story? I thought I saw my story. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So my story. So, you know, you pick, so like on this guy, I picked Zynga, Valet Golem, Dynamics. Okay, so the very first thing that happens to you is you get into a golem making competition. You build a golem, and then, you know, it's all about golems. One of your crew members gets turned into a golem, and then you can either have her, I guess, boyfriend or lover or husband or something turned into a golem as well, or you can choose to you know, separate them. And that's pretty straightforward. So that's all there is with that. Then you get the next quest, which is, you know, you basically have your valet golem freak out and it starts killing people, and you have to answer for it and fix it. So for that, you know, you run into a little old lady. I've actually uploaded the entire quest. You even get into a really awesome golem fight. So if you're really into the golems and you like the whole aspect of them and you want to see an over 9,000 joke and an all your base are belong to us joke, go with, you know, being in Dynamics, because that's where you'll get most of your golem action. The valet golem is a very minor quest line. All you do is fight valet golems, and they're very hard, and it's very challenging, and it's annoying, and it's just, you just wail on something repeatedly over and over again. In my opinion, if you want golem action, go with Dynamics, and then just skip the valet golem. Go with one of the other two instead, because the valet golem quest is, while cute, I mean, there's a little old lady, and she gives you cookies. Oh, it's sweet. There's not much else to it, you know. Beyond a little old lady giving you cookies, the jokes kind of just fall flat, and it's not as entertaining as the other quest line. So now we'll go into the others. The weather machine. Now this is another one that didn't really entertain me that much. It genuinely, like, there's just something about it that felt kind of meh. Just it fell flat. I don't know what it was. Well, actually, I know exactly what it was. But we'll first talk about the college choice. So the college choice I went with on her, I believe, was Statics. Right. Yeah, Statics, and I chose the Transmetheric Converter. Don't pick the Transmetheric Converter. Whatever you do, just don't pick it. I mean, if you really want to know, if you're that curious and you have to play through it, okay. But genuinely, the only interesting thing that happens with it is you fight a bunch of elementals, and then Radisum gets flooded. And you don't even swim around in it. It would be cool if you swam around in a flooded Radisum. There'd be maybe something else to it. But no, it just gets flooded, and then you go through a teleporter, and it's no longer flooded anymore, and it's okay. And you don't even swim. So you just walk on shallow ground at the very highest point in Radisum while water drips down from it. So there, I spoiled it. Sorry, but you just fight elementals and Radisum gets flooded off screen. And that's all there is to it. There's really genuinely nothing else. College of Statics quest, I'm trying to remember what it was. My crew began studying the artifact. Oh, yeah, that's right. You learn about old stuff, and you get to see Ula's lab. I think it's Ula's lab. No, not Ula's lab. It's the Vex Dad. What was Vex Dad's name? You uncover an artifact. Gad. Yeah, you go to Gad's lab. And in Gad's lab, you basically fight a destroyer. And that's cool. So it was pretty short, though, and again, you know, this just led up to nothing much. So that was Static. So if you like Gad, if you really, really love Gad, and you want to see them hire another voice actor to play him and feel really disappointed about that, then go with Statics, because, man, you sure will have a nice lot of disappointment. If you don't know who Gad is, then it won't mean anything to you, and if you do know who he is, then it'll be meaningless to you. So either way, Go for it, buddy. You're gonna enjoy statics. No, you're not. Go with dynamics. Like I said, go with dynamics. You have a robot fight. It's awesome. Anyway, but again, the second choice there, the weather gizmo, whoop-de-doo. You know, fight elementals. That's it. Okay, moving on. This is the cool one. Now, again, dynamics is still better in my opinion than Synergetics, but I'm gonna go over what Synergetics does. I'm trying to refresh my memory here as I do this. That's why I'm kind of... Okay, Synergetics, what did they do? What the heck did they do? See, you don't even remember it. Dynamics, I remember the robot. I remember over 9,000. Statics, I had to struggle to remember. There was a guy from Guild Wars 1 in it, right? Yeah, Gad, and they had a different voice actor playing, and why'd they do that? Anyway, so now we're on to... We're on to this one. So, we are Synergetics and Infinity Ball. I'm going to say this up front. Infinity Ball is freaking awesome! Oh my god! It's awesome! It is so much better than the Valet Golem quest in my opinion. It just blows my mind. It's actually good story writing. It's unpredictable. My character was doing things and saying things that I would not have expected them to do and say. And I'm going to show you a clip that's just going to surmise why Infinity Ball is so flippin' awesome. But for now, let's focus on Synergetics. Okay, so Synergetics, what did we do? Golem's Snap Prize decided to show in person. Oh, the translocator. Yeah, you teleport all over the place, and then they teleport you all over the place, and then we teleport some more. And then there was something with teleportation. Everybody, they teleported the Oh yeah, they teleported the council all over the place, but you didn't have to find them, so you know it's just whatever. Hey, there, here, there, everywhere. Yeah. Big teleport fight. Meh. I don't even remember this. I don't even remember what happened. It was dull. It was dull. So, okay. So, in my opinion, this is an opinion, but for the best possible Asura choice, go with dynamics and go with the Infinity Ball. Now, let's stop for everything and go over this Infinity Ball quest line, because holy crap, didn't see this coming. So, alright, so with the Infinity Ball, it starts off as pretty basic. Nothing really special's happening. Okay, you fight some things coming out of the portals. You fight some robots, you fight some destroyers. You're opening up portals to possible futures. Not the future, but possible futures of Tyria. And out are spewing robotic creatures that I've never encountered in the wild before, like Striders. Remember Striders from Guild Wars 1, and you also run into Striders in this game, but they're robotic. So they look like the creatures from the Matrix. They've got, robotic tentacles, and they're like hovering all over the place. So that's pretty cool. And you fight alternate world destroyers, where they're really small or really big. And of course you fight a giant enemy crab destroyer. Then I don't even know how else to put this. I'm just gonna show you what happens in the quest, because you're gonna open up a portal and just watch. So you walk out here and it says, okay, it's time to catapult ourselves to the heights of intellectual whatever. I know this hasn't been easy for you with ethics and whatnot. And you're like, okay, yeah, I know this is going to be predictable. I mean, up until this point, you were, normally in the quests, you were a friend towards Zoja. You were a really friendly person towards Zoja. But here, you open up a portal to the future, and you're expecting, okay, more monsters from tomorrow are going to come out. Horrible abominations of a possible tomorrow that should not be. And Zoja comes in, she's just like, my danger scope 5000 went critical when I tuned into you idiots. And we're like, yeah, whatever, we'll be fine. And this whole way, I was a dick to Soja, and I was manipulative to people. I was all like, whatever. By the way, there's an elemental storm happening. There's elementals everywhere. And then I summoned a bunch of elementals and had them fight people and stole some plans and, got out of there and was like, then stopped the elementals and they're like, thank you for saving us. Oh, it's no problem. I totally did that. Yep, I'm a hero. I'm a champion. But as you can see, coming out of this gate is somebody who's labeled as a mysterious stranger. And they look like you because they're you from the future and evil. And in this entire quest line, you get progressively more evil. So it's believable that you could become this because I was seriously, I was manipulating people, I was killing people, I was being a jerk, I was causing havoc, I was wreaking problems, and the whole way, I was being a total dick to Soja. A real dick. Like, not, oh, we're going to totally be friends, let's be BFFs forever, and let's do quests together and save the world. No, this is, Zoja, I hate your face. You suck. I'm going to do things my way and conquer the world, because my Infinity Ball is the gateway to the future, and it's going to change the world. Holy crap! Yes! My character could be a supervillain! I like that idea. I like the idea that in a possible future, I am freaking evil, and now I have to defeat future possible evil me. That's so cool! Anyway, so that's my 2 cents on the whole shebang. So if you're going to go with 2 quest lines, please think of the Infinity Ball. Think of what's going to happen. I know that 90% of the Asuran players out there picked Golem. They picked the Valet Golem because it's the most predictable. And they think they might get a Golem at the end of it or something cool. No. Go with Infinity Ball. It's awesome. Infinity Ball is the best. Seriously. Oh my gosh, I can't emphasize enough how cool the Infinity Ball quest was and just doing everything attached to it. The dialogue was interesting. It was actually exciting, and the fact that you kept fighting people and being a dick to everybody, including Zoja, of all things, was cool. I know that at the end, obviously you and Zoja kiss and make up, and she's like, well, I'm going to keep an eye on you in the future, because you could become some kind of megalomaniac dictator and take over all of Tyria. And I'm just like, you know what? That sounds kind of interesting to me. But you're right. I shouldn't take over the world using my Infinity Ball. I should find other ways of doing it. And it's like, did my character just say that? Yes, they did! This is amazing, and I love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. So, yeah. Best personal story ever. Period. The end. But, yeah. I mean, they're all good. All the storylines are good. They've all got their merits. They've all got their one-liners and their funny dialogue moments, and they keep you going forward. But I really liked Dynamics, and I really liked Infinity Ball. Those are my 2 faves. So, yeah. Go with those. Go with those, and you shall be treated to a magical delight. If you're going to make an Asura, and you haven't yet, do those 2. You'll love it. You'll love every minute of it. But yeah, the other quest lines are just sort of cookie cutter. Those 2 are the strongest in my opinion. Anyway, that's it. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching. Wow, I've been talking for 20 minutes about this. I am so sorry almost. Okay, we're gonna shut the video down now. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.